But one thing that really stands out for Impact is pre-releases go crazy. I mean, we see so much. We see so many new players. We have 99 today. We had well over 100 for Final Fantasy. You get new players, people coming over because of the crossover IP. But I think one thing that's really, really special to see is, I mean, we get to see folks who haven't played for years come back to the game.
Yeah.
And we get to see folks who
Or new players that got brought in from
absolutely,
like other sets.
absolutely. All right. So taking a quick look, Cruz and Andrew here. Cruz mulled to 6. Now I think he's going to 5. Andrew went to 5 as well. And Andrew, a little nervous to be on camera.
I think
Look at him
Andrew's at
go.
7. I think Andrew's at 7, right?
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
River of Tears, thank you so much for being in the chat. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your consistent attendance here. Say, well, for me, I like more classic Magic the Gathering sets, kind of Too Many Universes Beyond, and actually River of Tears, I fully agree with you. I think the one little disagreement I want to have is a lot of people are really hating on the Universes Beyond sets, but I think it's impossible to ignore how valuable they have been for bringing new players and crossing over those IPs.
Yeah.
I think Final Fantasy proved that really well, and I think there's sets like Lord of the Rings that don't cross over in a way that feels abrasive or that loses the spirit of Magic, right? We had wizards and elves and monsters and dragons. I mean, it still felt very familiar to Magic feel. I do think things like Spider-Man are going to be a little difficult for some of these more experienced players to stomach. But I think bringing in new players is a beautiful thing, and I really want to see it happen a lot. But turning my attention to the battlefield,
Yeah.
both
It looks
players are
like
doing
Andrew mulled to
things
6, not 5.
perfect.
Six.
So Andrew's making lander tokens already. He's gaining some life, making landers. He's ramping, and Cruz is trying to get some beaters on the battlefield, which is really going to be Cruz's strategy. He's playing this mid-rangey Golgari token pile, and he is Cruz got some really, really good cards this go around. I mean, it's very highly likely that Cruz can see some pretty good success. But Andrew seems to know what he's doing.
I flicked through Andrew's deck a little bit. He's on a green red kind of big ramp thing. And if Cruz just lets him go, I think he'll actually have a tough time. So
Absolutely. Okay,
we'll
fair
see.
enough. Fair enough.
Right.
Well, and I think that's what a lot of these ramp decks will do. They will get out of control. We talked about that this is a bit of a slower format, has very strong high end curves. And if Andrew can play to that, that'll be really good. And Andrew's doing it again. He's ramping. He's ramping.
Yeah, a lot of ramp from Andrew. A lot of ramp. That one is the the Chocobo racetrack of the set. It is this exact card was in Final Fantasy actually. It's a 5-drop that landfall make a 2/2 robot, but this time it has warp for 2. So Andrew warped it, played his 4th land for turn, got his robot. Next turn, we'll see if he plays it, or maybe he'll wait for turn 6, and he'll deploy it plus a land drop to make another robot.
Absolutely.
But Cruz's first play was the Umbral Zealot, Umbral Caller Zealot. This is
A pretty good grizzly bear is what that is.
pretty good card. 3/2. Sack another creature, artifact, surveil 1. I think it's one of the more powerful cards in black, but it is a very synergy-driven card, right? It's better when you have a reason to sack things, right? Whether that's a threaten effect to take your opponent's cards or things with death triggers.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's just kind of a 3/2.
Yep.
So it could be the best card in your deck or kind of mid.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like you said, kind of like a Grizzly Bears. You know, it
Yeah.
could just be a Grizzly Bears. Now, Meltstrider Eulogist is the other card here. It's a 3/3. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, draw a card.
Yeah.
So, really interesting.
Another synergy card.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
really interesting. But Cruz's whole deck looks very synergistic.
Okay.
So, hopefully that pans out for him.
Does
But
he have a
even
lot of
so,
counters?
he does. He has a
Okay.
decent number. A decent number.
All right.
But even so, 3-mana 3/3 is not a bad play in limited.
It's a hill giant.
Yep. Oh, and he's
Okay.
got 2 of them.
It's
So that
two
could matter.
giants, yeah.
That could matter.
I mean, I think Andrew's pretty okay with this, right? I mean, all he has to do is play a land drop. Now he's got 2/2/2s in play. All of a sudden, those 3/3s, they do not attack profitably.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Although he may be missing it at the moment, so we'll see.
Hmm. One,
They
two,
deploy
three, four.
Oh no, plenty of land in hand. I totally lied. What is that? A
Ooh,
shiny
it's foil. I recognize that. No, it's right down here. That's the
That is a
Might Form Harmonizer.
Harmonizer. Whenever land you control enters, double the power of target creature you control till end of turn. He's not the aggressor here. I'm not confident that he'll go swinging. Uh, in his hand, he has another landfall threat and I believe a removal spell, both red.
Yep.
Kind of hard to see from this angle, but is it the Slag Drill Scrapper? That's not a removal spell.
I'm honestly not too sure.
Well, we'll
Um,
see when he deploys it.
yeah.
I think it's cut propulsion. That's what I think it is, but we'll see. Either way, went swinging. Cruz, no blocks, got his 4 damage in. I'm just not convinced he's winning the race, although his board looks pretty good.
Yeah. So Cruz is got a decent amount of mana. He's flicking through his cards right now.
The 4/4 kind of wins the board for Andrew, and I think he's relying on it.
So
So-
there's a really important card in Cruz's hand. It's the Dictate of Erebos equivalent here.
Oh, Zothera.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that could matter a lot. He's going to opt not to deploy anything. He's not going to go to combat with his Eulogists or his Hill Giants, if you will, because of that Might Form Harmonizer. So that's mattering quite a bit. Andrew seems to be in a decent spot. Landfall Trigger.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew could just go swinging. I think, personally, I'd probably landfall, get the robot, double the power of a robot.
Yep.
Go swinging with your 2/4 power threats, leave back 2/2/2s to block.
Mm-hmm.
Cruz really representing removal spell here. I think, nice. I dig the play.
Yep, depressurize. That's smart.
Depressurizes it. That's totally fine. I think Andrew's pretty happy with that. If you're using a removal spell on a token you got off of your 5-drop trigger, man, it's crazy. I think for me, oh,
Diplomatic relations. Is that it?
diplomatic relations. Yeah, important to note that card's been eroded. It's a 3-mana instant. Target creature gets +1/+0 and vigilance. It deals damage equal to its power target creature an opponent controls. I think for me, I'm trying to leave this up for a combat trick, trying to blow him out, you know?
Yep, but he's going to go ahead and deploy it. He's going to have his Might Form Harmonizer go ahead and punch that collared dude.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. If he has another removal spell in hand, which, again, I still think he does, I just really can't identify what it is.
Yeah.
He's saying.
Well, there's so many removal spells in
know.
red. To see him holding two red
Right.
red spells, it seems
Right.
pretty reasonable that one of
Oh,
those.
I think it's a bombard. That's what it is, which is awesome. Didn't attack, though. I think I go for the attack and try to blow him out with the 2-for-1 off the bombard or the couple, assuming that's even what the card is. I guess
For
that's,
sure, for
I
sure.
guess that's kind of the problem.
So Cruz in a really interesting spot. He is going to deploy it. All right, so let's take a quick second. Give me a moment to get this card up. I don't want to get anything wrong. So this is Sothera the Super Void. This is whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent chooses a creature they control and exiles it. Very similar to Dictate of Erebos type thing. At the beginning of your end step, if a player controls no creatures, sacrifice Sothera, then put a creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield under your control with 2+1/+1 counters. So what this is going to do is every time Cruz loses something, Andrew is going to have to ditch something as well. And only if someone has no creatures will Sothera blow up, at which time Cruz will get to receive a threat on the battlefield that's a little extra big. So this could be a pretty serious problem for Andrew. What's working out well for Andrew is he keeps hitting his land drops, and as a result, he is making these robots, and that is really important. Vasilios, I think, noticed something on the board that just wasn't quite right. So he's going to run over and take a quick look. Yep, he's going to let him know about something real quick. We're going to transition over for just a moment while Vasilios sorts that out. There we go. You get it? Fill me in, Vasilios. You caught something that I did not. What happened?
Yeah, so Zothera only exiles your opponent's creature that they sack. It doesn't exile all creatures that would die. So Cruz's creature should not have been in exile underneath the Zothera. Technically, the robot was. Robot's token doesn't really exist.
Ceases to exist as soon as it's in another.
Yeah, just wanted to get that before it affected the
Yeah.
game. in any way.
So this game looks really bad for Cruz, but something important to note here is that Andrew may not be hitting lands all the time to keep generating value off his landfall things.
I mean, true, but
That means he gets value no matter what he top
right,
decks.
he could top deck a creature, a spell, a land. Everything advances his board. While on the other hand, Cruz's board gets smaller by the second.
Yep, so there we go. Game one, they're going to pack it up.
This is the dichotomy of limited environments, though, because this green enchantment that Andrew played was almost 1-for-1 in Final Fantasy.
Yes.
The 5-drop It was called Chocobo Races at that set. Made a 2-2 with actually better than the robots. It made 2-2s with landfall,
Yep.
right?
Yep. +1/0. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't have the warp, of course, but that card was pretty bad in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And part of that is maybe green wasn't so good. Part of that was the ramp wasn't that great. And part of that is the format was a bit faster. This format being significantly slower, I think, the means of 5-drop that does nothing until more lands are played might actually do quite a bit. And in Andrew's case, it just meant that any card he top decked was a permanent. And
Hmm.
the way you win games limited is you just play more cardboard than your opponent,
Yes,
right?
that is correct. Yep.
So
Yep. So please note, neither player made any changes to their deck for
wow,
this
they
next game.
shuffled fast.
They
They were
did. They did. Yeah, they had no interest in making any changes. They wanted to go ahead and play with what they'd piled up. And you know what? I think we forgot that last time too, didn't we?
we did.
Alrighty.
All right.
So we are getting ready to send it back to the players. Um, and Andrew's up a game. We're doing some mulligans. Andrew's on a he's hit his first mulligan. It looks like Cruz is keeping his 7.
Yeah.
And I think that Cruz has a lot of cards that I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
Tell me
also
about him.
really happy. Yeah, so Cruz is holding the Sunset Saboteur, which can just
Okay.
really hurt a lot.
I'm so torn on that card.
Yeah.
It's very rare you see a card. Well, it's a 2-mana 4/1 menace. Ward, discard a card. If it was just that, incredible card. However, when this creature attacks, you have to put a counter on target creature an opponent controls.
Hmm.
It's rare in modern Magic design that you see a downside on a card.
Yes, that is
Uh,
true.
Pretty wild card, honestly. It's way undercosted,
Yep.
except for the downside could blow you up. But if you have a stream of removal, make it so they can't double block this thing.
Yep.
I mean, 4 damage a turn starting on turn 3 is a lot.
Yeah, how much
It's a
how much
lot.
might it really matter? You know, you can
Why
like you
not?
said, it's a slower format. This could make it really difficult to get to that point. But
Yeah.
some of the other cards, he's holding one of those frenzied Baloths that I know
Okay.
I really liked. He has got 3 copies of I'm sorry, he's got 1 copy of the Loading Zone, which
Oh, that's the
is
hardened scales variant, right?
yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yep, very powerful card.
Yeah.
And then he's got 3 copies of one of these. I believe it is just one of these uncommon grizzly bear type creatures that makes +1/+1 counters. And
Has
that's-
activated ability, 3-mana activated ability, or
I believe so. I believe so. I'm trying to find it back right now, but I'm struggling a little bit.
it is a little insect dude.
Yeah, it is indeed one of those. There it is, the Intrepid Tenderfoot. You're right. 3 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, activate only as a sorcery. Extremely powerful. That's where a lot of Cruz's counters are coming from. And
Okay.
it does a lot. It really does. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Real Joshy, thank you so much for joining us. Hoping you're having a good time. Hope you're excited to see some Edge of Eternities pre-release go. And maybe you can see some decks that get built here and decide how you want to prepare for your next run. So Cruz has got a lot of really sweet cards. He's also got in his black pool, he pulled the one of the spaceships that I really like. It's the
Hell,
Entropic
Grabship.
Battle
Oh.
Cruiser.
The big one.
Yep, and I think that that could be a pretty solid card. It does quite a bit. I think the first ability is not really going to matter
Yeah.
because they're not discarding much. But otherwise, I think this could be really important.
I mean, a 4-mana 3/10 flying death touch. When it attacks opponent, discards a card. And if they can't, they lose 3, meaning they guarantee lose 3 because the first part of the crew is lose
Yep.
3. Really powerful. Andrew's whole game plan is not given time though. Like if Cruz doesn't have time, that card's not going to matter.
Yeah,
Right? You have to get it to station 8. That's a lot.
absolutely.
All
So
right, back to the game.
we're going to ship it back to the battlefield. Cruz is going to make the exact same play we saw last game. He's going to send out the
Umbrella Collar
3/1
Zealots. 3/2.
Collar Dude. Yep, I like calling him the Collar Dude because I can't remember his name, but the Umbrella Collar Zealot.
Yep.
He's that 3/2. He will hurt. Let's see what Andrew's plan is. Now, Andrew ramped out really, really fast last game.
Yeah.
And he curved out really well. He was getting tons of value off his landfall, making all these robots. And honestly, Cruz was just under so much pressure.
I really like Andrew's turn 1 play from last turn. Didn't have it this game. It's the 1 green mana. All it does is gains you 2 life and makes you a lander token, and use that to pretty good effect. Allowed
Yep.
to turbo out his racetrack-esque card. Didn't have it this turn. Let's see if he's fast enough. Sammy's Curiosity is the card.
All right, boom, going in. So this is kind of what I was thinking about the Sunset Saboteur right now. Imagine Cruz had the Sunset Saboteur and this Umbral Collar Zealot right now. Andrew has not made any play yet. It's now Andrew's fourth turn. He might make his first play of the game here, but the pressure that Andrew's life total could be under right now could be just game changing.
Yep. But I mean, this is kind of what happens, right, in sealed formats. Andrew just
Yep.
deployed a Drix Fate Maker, 4 mana, 3/2. When it enters, get a counter on a target creature, and then each creature with a counter has trample.
Yep.
Right now, it's a 4/3. It's not really holding back the Zealot. They could be traded for.
Yep. Yep.
I think Cruz would be pretty happy killing it and attacking. Cruz might be trying to play his own Drix Fate Maker, it looks like.
Yep.
Choosing to instead do
Ooh. I
little
think that's the right
combo.
call. I think that's the right
Yeah.
call. That hardened scales type. Yeah, let's read this off for the
So this is a loading zone. If one or more counters will be put onto a creature, spacecraft, or planet, you control twice that many of each of those kinds of counters are put instead.
Mhm.
Any counter, not just +1/+1s.
Yep.
It's a 4-drop, has warp for green. So Cruz just warped it. Got to put 2 counters instead of 1, but Andrew pretty happy with the trade.
Yeah.
Right? Both of Cruz's things going back into the warp zone, and just like that, the battlefield's empty. No pressure from Cruz at all.
Yeah, so that's really interesting. But Andrew is pretty choked for just cards in general right now. That Multify, he's feeling it. Andrew is kind of top decking every play that he's making right now, and that's not really where he
Rolled a
wants to be.
5 or 6.
He mulled the 5.
Oh, did he? Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's kind of rough.
So this is
But
an interesting spot. I think I wonder how much I like Cruz's line to warp both of those to try and get extra value, get to cast them for their other half later. So let's see what the impact there is.
The Thawbringer on the battlefield, when this creature dies, surveil 1. It's just a 4/2. Probably, honestly, we'll just trade with one of Cruz's creatures. I think that's Andrew's plan here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. So Cruz deep in the tank. Let's see what he's thinking about. He's got a lot of options. He really does. He might want to just go ahead and deploy the hardened scales variant right now. Yep, that's
here it
the
is.
choice. Sends it out. No land drop for Cruz, though. He's going to send it back.
Just kind of determines Andrew doesn't have pressure. Andrew's just kind of hoping for non-land in hand.
Yeah. So Andrew's got some pressure, but Cruz's life total is still at 20. So now down to 16. But he's got some time to figure this out. Andrew is going to start
Okay.
coming up the board, though. He's getting some creatures out
I mean,
there.
this card's pretty cool, right? So this is the 3-drop Kavu,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
What is the name of this thing?
I think it is the it's somewhere right there.
There it
Possibility
is.
Technician.
Excuse us, you know. Possibility Technician is a 3-drop 3/3. Whenever this or another Kavu you control enters, exile the top card of your library for as long as that card remains exiled. You may play it if you control a Kavu.
Mhm.
Just warped it, try to get a little extra value. It looks like the card that he exiled, what was that? The 5-drop? He couldn't deploy it, which
Really
I'm sure he's
unlucky
pretty
for
bummed
Andrew.
about. If
Yeah.
he was able to play a 4-drop off of that, all of a sudden Cruz would be under
Yep.
mega pressure.
So this is what we were talking about for Cruz just a second ago. The kind of value he can get by using the adventure type style off of Warp for both of those cards, and now he's deploying them regularly. Cruz has drawn 2 additional cards since we've seen him deploy anything from his hand.
Yep.
Which just is making Andrew kind of fight, kind of lose a card advantage fight when he's already down 2
Yeah.
cards. He just pulled the Diplomatic Relations. That could be a really good top deck for Andrew.
Yeah. I like this play, though. I mean, replay the Kavu, get another look, hope it's a land. The card that's in exile is the Glacier Godmaw, which would be a huge play if Andrew can get to 7 mana and still have a Kavu in play. That's the important part.
Yeah.
I wonder if Cruz is seeing this, trying to manage the Kavu. But I do like this Diplomatic Relations. Just punch this thing in the face, hit for 4 again. Like, Cruz took a few too many turns off, I think.
I think so. Yeah. it was
He's in a bad spot. But again, we know his hand is all threats, all spells,
Yep.
because
he's not
he
been
missed the
dropping
land drop
lands.
already. He replayed
Yeah.
one the turn after. Still, it's 4 cards of non-lands.
So, like you're saying, Cruz could have a lot of heat, but also it's hard for us to say. Oh yeah, so that is a grip full of spells.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he missed a land drop and then hit one afterwards. So clearly he
Yes.
drew the land, right?
Yep.
But the issue is, like, if this Codball gets the hit, this is a hell of a card. It's a 6/6 trample for 7.
Yeah.
Creates a lander token. Landfall. Whenever a land enters, all creatures get +1/+1 in vigilance and haste until end of
Yep.
turn, including itself.
now Cruz knows that. No way. Depressurize, blow
Has to
that
kill
thing
it.
up. Frenzied Baloth hits the table. 3/2. He's not going to opt to swing in. He's probably going to use it to trump that Thawbringer.
Yeah. I believe that is the lander maker.
Yep. Yes, it is. Yeah, just one drop, make
Is
a
that
lander, and that's
Sammy's
not.
Curiosity? No. No, it's not. What is that? Show us. I'm sure he'll show us right
Yeah.
now. They'll show us. Here we go. Offering up the trade. Does Cruz bite?
Yep. If I'm Cruz, I do.
I mean, if you don't attack,
Hmm.
so that's a little strange because why not attack last turn then?
Agreed.
If
Right.
you're not going to block.
Right.
Why?
Exactly right. Why not?
Right.
So
Maybe he's worried about a haste creature. That's possible, right?
Yeah.
So. Oh, this is a
Ooh.
naturalize effect. Right. Main boardable. I'm not convinced I want this in my main board almost ever.
Right.
But an incredible sideboard card. And again, it's sealed pool. You might just have to play what you got,
Yeah.
right? So if I'm not mistaken, that's destroy target artifact or enchantment or creature with flying. Surveil 1.
Yeah.
Pretty classic card. It's been in every set for like the past 5 sets. Some version of this. Kill a enchantment, creature, artifact.
Yeah. So if I am Cruz there, right, on last turn, I am trumping with my Frenzied Baloth, right? And I'm doing that because look at these hands right now. Cruz is holding 5 spells. Andrew has 1 card.
Yeah.
I'm taking every 1 for 1 I can and knowing that I can come out on top. So now Cruz is in a bit of an interesting spot. His life is low. He still kind of needs to trade the Frenzied Baloth. Andrew has enough mana that a random top deck of another Godmaw or anything really
anything,
scary,
yeah.
right, could change the game.
Yeah.
Cruz goes to combat, crashes in for 3, and passes the
Yeah.
turn.
I mean, I think Cruz
Interesting.
realized, like, look, if I'm not attacking with this, then why does it even exist, right?
Right.
Like, this time leaving up a bunch of mana, though. So I imagine this has to be a removal spell. Combat trick, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to untap the Frenzied Baloth and block now and put 2+1/+1 counters on it to get it to stick around. Yeah, maybe Cruz was playing a long game that
I believe
I wasn't
it gives
patient enough.
Indestructible is what that one does.
Very nice.
And the
Very
counters.
nice.
Go ahead and scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm looking for that card that was just deployed by Andrew, and that was a
That's a
slag
drill
drill.
scrapper. Sack another artifact or land, draw a card. He's got a ton of lands, so start sacking, right?
Yep. Yeah, start getting rid of him. I don't want him.
Yeah.
But Cruz, all of a sudden, I mean, he's holding a grip of 5 spells right now. He's got a 4/3 Frenzied Baloth on the table. You just followed it up with one of those creatures that can put +1/+1 counters on themselves for 3 mana. Yeah. Yeah, Cruz got a clock on here. Cracks in, sets Andrew to
Only put
5.
1 counter on it, looks like.
Yeah, I think I want to say it was on 2, but I could be wrong.
I think it was on 2, and then it got corrected because it's not.
Yeah. You're telling me these players don't know exactly what every one of their cards does in Limited? What's up with that?
Here it is. It's Biosynthetic Burst. Put a +1/+1 counter. Target creature you control gains reach, trample, indestructible till end of turn. Untap it.
That's a lot of words.
All right, this is a cool card from Andrew. This is a 4-drop that he just deployed. It gives him a lander token. However, the lander token dies, gets destroyed at the end of turn. So functionally, this is a 4-mana 3/4, or a 6-mana 3/4 that ramps you. A Cov Landseeker, right? Also has menace. Oh, 4/3. Excuse me. Other way around. Life totals have gotten low, but they're not over yet. Cruz just looking for a removal spell, clear up the way a little bit, and then put Andrew in the abyss.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Grave
There you
kill. There you
Grave
go.
kill. Get some dead. Exiles them even.
Ah.
Second threat doesn't really matter. This puts Andrew into into block territory, right?
So yeah, block,
Block,
combat.
sacks.
Yep, do the thing. Sack the lander. No, he's going to sack a land, not the lander token that was supposed to go away.
Yep, that's true. When this creature enters, create a lander token at the beginning of the end step on your next turn. So it's technically not going. It will go away at the end of this turn.
You're right. You're right.
However, I think there's nothing left for him to do. That is a 2/2 surveil 2, but you have to station it for 4. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna do it. That's a wormwall sweeper.
Yeah. Andrew passes it back. Cruz says, "Kill
I love
you."
it. No
Andrew
surrender.
says, "Yes, sir."
Maybe
Yes, sir,
Cruz
you
won't
do.
see the line. Don't attack.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Hey, he did it with the Frenzied Baloth once already, right?
It's true. Andrew should already be dead.
Wow. So, really good stuff. Really good stuff. I hope you guys are really enjoying watching Edge of Eternities pre-release. Right now, best words in Magic. We're going to game 3. So I'm going to try and get this out really, really quick because these players, they're making no changes. They're shuffling up. So if you're watching us on Twitch, thank you so much for making us a part of your day. However large, however small, you have such limited time in your life and making us any part of it, whether we're on in the background, you're actively watching. It means so much to me. Thank you guys so much for doing that. Otherwise, hit us with that subscription. We'd love to have you on, not miss any of the content that we do. If you are a Amazon Prime member, you get 1 free Twitch subscription every month. And if you would give us some of those Bezos bucks, that would just be fantastic. We would absolutely love that. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell so that you don't miss any of our notifications going forward. And honestly, I would really love to see you guys comment a little bit on what archetypes you enjoyed in pre-release, what you got a lot of success with, and kind of the decks that were working out well for you. Wow. With all of that,
Got there.
wait,
Before
there's
they
one
even
more
drew.
thing.
Oh,
If you want any of these beautiful cards that you're seeing, get them here at Impact. We cracked some boxes yesterday. You'll be seeing them go up on the website very shortly as they get added to inventory. You can get whatever you're looking for, buy your new cards, stock up on whatever card you think is going to break away in the next format and make you rich.
get your bailouts.
Yep, get those bailouts, exactly.
I won't
right.
be. They'll be available. Don't worry.
Yep. Hey, get those Pinnacle Monks.
There you go.
Not Pinnacle Monks.
Pinnacle amongst the Modern Horizons 3,
Yep,
right?
it is, it is.
Drop MDFC. All right, but here's the start from Andrew on the play.
Lander
Starts
token
with
go.
the Lander token, right? Generated off the. I love this card. Why don't I know the name of it? Generated off Sammy's Curiosity. Pretty sweet start for Andrew. I think he's. Rare from Cruz.
Yep, so there's the Sunset Saboteur, folks.
yeah.
This is the one we talked about. Cruz has deployed a mythic and a rare in his first 2 turns, so lots of money pile from Chris.
A mythic. What the?
Yeah, he's got the planet right there. That Gaia's Cradle planet.
Oh, not sure how much I like the planets, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting. One thing that I think the Sunset Saboteurs really convinced me of, and I don't know why, but I didn't think of it until now, is you can crack in until you don't want to anymore, and then it stations real big.
Yeah, it's a
And
4-power station.
Yeah,
it's true.
hopefully that'll matter a lot, but
Yeah. But I mean, Andrew's untapping with 4 mana, right?
yeah, he is. He
This
is.
Sunset Saboteur, if he plays a threat here, it looks like he might be warping the anti-causal vestige. Yep.
And he is. And he is. Cruz goes, what does that do? Yep.
Yeah.
The favorite things to hear in Limited.
If I'm not mistaken, that's another ramp spell. Andrew's gonna have access to 6 mana next turn.
Yeah, so it's going to let him draw a card and put a permanent from his hand onto the battlefield equal
I see. So
to...
it might not be a land spell. It might be an
But-
actual threat. Let's see what he
But
does.
check this out. He's got the Lander Creator, dude.
Awesome.
Boom.
Awesome.
Big drop here. Andrew's doing things, guys.
Yeah. That's a sweet, sweet card.
Cruz, he's put his thinking face on.
That's not the Lander Creator, actually.
No, is it not?
No, I mean,
Oh, you're right. That's
something a little different. I believe that's a Memorial Team Leader. It's a 4/3.
Yes.
During your turn, other creatures you control get +1/+0.
Okay. So that's actually a big deal because the Sunset Saboteur has to put +1/+1 counters on creatures your opponent controls. That thing already has 4 power.
Yeah.
That's going to kill you really, really fast if you're not careful and mindful of it. So Cruz says, hey, I don't care. I'm going in. Bonk. Get your counter. Hit you for 4.
Functionally, Cruz has a 5-turn clock with just this.
Yep.
Andrew has a 4-turn clock now that he has a 5-power creature. Not to mention that he'll probably be deploying more stuff. Cruz's next turn was the tapped land, the command beacon.
Yep.
Tough waters for Cruz here.
Now,
I don't like Andrew's chances.
Agreed. Now, I don't think Cruz is too scared yet because I know he's holding a Grave Kill and he's holding a Depressurize. Depressurize won't kill this thing. Grave Kill will. Depressurize will kill the next thing, ideally. Maybe not.
Assuming it does, though, right? I mean,
right, yeah.
What was just deployed now? We got a big attack from Andrew. Oh, I actually like this station. This is one of the stations I do like very much. This is the Atmospheric Greenhouse. When it enters, you put a +1 counter on each creature you control. It becomes a 5/4 flying trample. There's the Grave Kill.
Yep.
All right.
Hit you for 4.
This is what Cruz wants. I mean, this is it.
So now Cruz needs to follow up with the Depressurize. He just has to hope that whatever
mean,
Andrew plays will die to it because maybe it won't.
If Andrew has a land in play, which he does, that anti-causal vestige coming out
Could
of
just
the warp
show
zone.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
This thing's big. This thing is.
And you do not want to put +1/+1 counters on that anti-causal vestige. That thing is a 7/5.
I mean, realistically, I don't actually know if Cruz even cares about that. That's 7/5 kills in 2 turns, anyways.
That, you know what? Hey, fair point, Vasilios. Fair point.
Yeah, I don't know. Choosing to station
up.
Love that, right?
My goodness, is Andrew gonna collect the bounty on on Cruz's head.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, theoretically, Andrew here could
Yep.
play anything, any creature really. Station the station he just played,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And that's huge. That would be a ton of damage coming in. Is that lethal actually? How big is that station? I think it's a 5/4.
Yeah, good. Sorry, I forgot to
No, it's all
update the
good.
records. So I took the mouse from Vasilios there for a moment. He's gonna find this card on Scryfall for us.
No, yeah, it's a 5/4. So right now, Andrew has a potential 12 power swinging in.
If he swings with the Sunset Saboteur, it becomes 13. That's really sketchy because we know Andrew has some. I mean, even a diplomatic relations of which we've seen from Andrew already.
Yeah, and
That
Grav Kill
kicks that up.
doesn't kill either of these. Grav Kill also won't stop the station because Cruz will never get priority. Even if he plays like a 2/2, it doesn't really matter because priority will never happen. Andrew will play the 2/2, immediately station. Grav Kill does not, or the whatever.
Depressurize.
Pressurize does nothing.
All right. Hey, put +1/+1 counters on my Sunset Saboteur.
I wonder if Cruz is angling for block here because this thing now actually blocks the vestige pretty effectively. You don't really want to block the vestige though. I mean, he'll draw a card and deploy another threat.
But you can't.
You
leave
gotta
it there,
stay
you know?
alive, right?
Yeah.
You can't leave the 7/5.
So could be one other potential line that Cruz is going for. It is entirely possible that Cruz is going to try and kill with the Sunset Saboteur. And it may not work, but if he can hit for 5 and then buff
Only
this
needs
thing up
3
a little
turns.
more.
I mean, 5 only needs 3 attacks. Now 2 attacks, right?
Yep. Yep.
The problem is he going to die before that even happens?
And he may, right? He absolutely may just die before that can happen.
The
So-
card he just played was a pretty sweet one. It's a 3/2 for 3. That's a play on the if a creature took damage this turn, destroy it card that appears quite often in multiple sets. I believe it's called Monoist Circuit Feeder. Is that right? No, that's a banger too, but not that one. Faller's Faithful. There it is. When this creature enters, destroy up to 1 target creature. If it was dealt damage this turn, its controller draws 2 cards. If it wasn't, choosing to destroy his own creature. Pretty sweet little line there. But exactly what I said is happening. Andrew just stations the big flyer. This is a tremendous amount of damage coming down. Cruz is fully tapped out. What is this?
Oh, removal spell.
Huge removal spell here. Cruz loses the creature and gets put to 1. Just a tough spot for Cruz.
Hold on. What is that removal spell? What is that removal spell?
I believe it makes a lander, is what it does.
Is that litho breaking?
No, it is not litho breaking.
Because I know there's a removal spell that deals excess damage to the orbital plunge. Yeah. Oh, excess makes a lander.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it deals excess, makes a lander. That's what just happened. Cruz just went to 1.
Cruz?
I think Cruz is
What you
wishing
got?
he left up the blocker.
Yep. What you got, Cruz? You got
But
some cards.
Maybe that's not a winning line, right?
Yep.
Realistically.
This is tough for Cruz. He sees the starship.
This is what I was saying, though. The Starship, these big station things, they're great if you're not under pressure, right?
Yep.
There's a lot of pressure on Andrew's side. A flyer and a massive ground creature. What he needs is a removal spell for the flyer. He
Yeah.
needs to be able to block the anti-causal vestige, and he needs to hope that whatever he draws off the vestige isn't that bad.
Yeah. So there was absolutely a world where Cruz could have deployed something here, warp out that hardened scales variant and then put enough +1s on the Sunset Saboteur. So Cruz.
This is 2/2 Haster. Cool little Bloodgastian-esque card. It can be warped from the graveyard by paying 2 life, the timeline color. He won't be doing that.
Goes in for 8. Is he 1 short?
Yeah, he's 1 short.
He's 1
Goes to
short.
1.
Cruz concedes. Wow.
Andrew gets him at the end. Yeah, there it is.
Really well played from Cruz to put him down to 1, but Andrew playing really tight, keeping a lot of pressure going. Really great game. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to launch back to sideboard just for a second, and then we're going to get it going to our commentator face cams in a second. Vasilios, if you don't mind doing the honors, I'm going to send Andrew in here for you to interview with him.
Let's do it.
And then I'm going to